Hi, my name is Paul Shafer. I teach 8th grade math. I'm a Purdue graduate, if you can tell from the flag behind me. I've been teaching for 12 years, 4 years here in Speedway. First, I just want to let you know how a typical class period runs. It usually begins with bell work, followed by a review of the previous night's homework, lesson for the day, and then time to work on that day or that night's assignment. Students will typically have homework in here 3 to 4 nights a week, all right, followed by a quiz or a test on Friday. One thing I want to show you if your child is attending school in person is what their class binder should look like. They have a blue binder for math class. If your child struggles with organization, then one thing you can do to help them is periodically check their binder to make sure it's staying neat and organized. Okay, in the front pocket of the binder, I tell kids they should only have their bell worksheet and then any assignment that might need to be turned in the next day. All right, the back pocket is for any graded papers, any other handouts, that goes in the back. And then all their notes just go in the rings, and they should be putting the day's date on each lesson, and then they just put each new lesson on top of the last one. So if you want to check your child's binder every now and then, you should see as you flip through the day's date chronologically here, there should usually be about 3 lessons a week, sometimes 4, sometimes 2. All right, but usually about 3 per week. Another thing I would like to show you is Google Classroom. So let me share my screen here. Now, Google Classroom is typically set up for the virtual students, but it's actually can be really helpful for our in-person students as well. If your child is ever absent, this is where they would go to not fall behind in their work. Okay, this is what kids see when they go to classwork. I try to organize it and make it very user-friendly so everything's just sorted by one day. If you click on the date, all right, it'll show you everything you need to do for that date. So if you're in person, you really don't need to be using Google Classroom very much. I've told kids, we don't use it, but these are resources available that can help your kid. If they ever forget the worksheet at school, well, here they can do it on a Google Doc on Classroom. If they forgot something from the lesson, there's a lesson video that they can watch. So those things are always available. Also on Classroom, I post solution guides to assignments and quizzes. Now, there's always a little bit of a lag time. It'll be about a couple days after the assignment was assigned. But if you did this in class and I've returned it and graded back and handed it back, now normally we'll go over some of these questions as a class, but I don't go over every single question in depth. But you can always look on here to see the solution key, and every single problem I make sure to work out with the steps shown. Okay, so like I said, if you are an in-person student, they don't need to be doing anything on Google Classroom, but there are some things available to them that can be helpful and available to you as a parent as well. If you're ever curious what we did in class, just about everything we do in class, I post on Classroom. If you're wondering if we had homework that day when your kid comes home, you can check on Classroom and it will be on there if they did. Let me. All right. I would just like to end here by thanking all of you parents for your patience and your grace as we've all been trying to adapt and trying to figure out the best way to meet the needs of all our students during this time. I will say, despite the challenges associated with technology and the learning curve that comes along with virtual instruction, it's actually been a fantastic start to the school year, thanks to the great kids that we have at Speedway Junior High School, which is a testament to you. So thank you for watching. Please don't hesitate to ever reach out to me if you ever have any questions. Thanks.